What's up, folks? How are you doing? Welcome back to Football Digest Daily. My name is Nash. I hope you have been having a fantastic week. It's Friday. Thank God, yeah? Thank God you're back to the Premier League. And maybe it's something not an Arsenal fan would say, but it is what it is, man. And yeah, I'm donning the bruised banana kit, maze. Indio ili inspire all the kits you hear of bruised banana. Kaya last year, ili yellow, ilitoa inspiration hapa. Your badge too imekauka, yani. Big up Carrington Sports, we have always hooking me up with these jerseys. Hii nayo nimependa. Hii ni drip, man. Hii ni drip. Nimeichorea. Wacha tu. I love this kit, man. I absolutely love it. And of course, kwa mgongo ni number 8. And do I need to tell you who that is? I don't. So, today is Friday. It can only mean one thing. We shall be having the Matchweek Digest, where we just do a preview of the weekend's matches live on Instagram. And today, we shall be having the ladies takeover. You know, if nothing terrible happens like what happened last week, we shall be having the ladies takeover version, where we're going to be having Samra coming alongside Karo Kamanda, and they're going to be talking all matters Premier League match week 10. Tumefika double digits sasa. Yeah? And sasa hapa mtu akianza kutupa mbao ni hivyo, unaanza kuplay catch up for the rest of the season. So I'm hoping watu ka Arsenal wataanza kuamka sasa, waanze kucheza vizuri, waache ujinga. So we shall be having Samra and Carrot giving their thoughts today from 8 p.m. Alright, so don't fail to catch up with them. It's gonna be mad fun. I'm looking forward to it. It was supposed to happen last week on Friday, but KPLC wakaamua, nah, it's not gonna happen. Not today. Not tonight. I hope it's not gonna be the same today. Leo stackies of frustrations. I am not ready. Alright? This week also we have had the terrible news of losing Diego Maradona, man. You know, I've been seeing clips and I've watched the documentary of Maradona, and I'm thinking, damn, that man was like a god. The hype that used to surround the guy was insane. It was insane. Because I was watching even when he went to Napoli, the kind of reception he got for those times. Yo, if I was to compare it with now, I dare say, I think watu walikuwa more nuts about Maradona, because it was in the 80s, than if you were to take that time and bring it now. I think it would be more than Cristiano na akina Messi. I don't know, that dude was something else altogether. No lie, that dude was something else altogether. Ile hype, kwa ile time alikuwa enda kwa unleashed at Napoli. Did you see the journalist? Did you see the grounds? Like, it was 1981. Alienda Napoli which year? Man, kumeja for those years. Back then, that was insane. I think that guy was more revered than we even do Ronaldo. Because now it's that different, because, you know, you have all the social media shit and all those shenanigans which kind of blow these things out of proportion. Then there was nothing that was being blown out of proportion. There was no social media, nothing. It's pure passion. Pure reception. Yo, Maradona, man. Maradona, honestly, he was like a god, to be honest. He was like a god, and he was talented like crazy. That dude was more fire. Nilikuwa cheki sijui ni World Cup ya 82. Alikuwa natoka majamaa wa Italy. I think I saw that game, he was fouled 23 times. One player. Tunasamanga sijui Hazard alikuwa anafauliwa, sijui Messi nini. No one comes close to what Maradona used to receive. In a World Cup, I think total World Cup fouls zenye alikuwa committed on zilikuwa sijui 46, the most by any person. Any individual player you have ever thought of. Hakuna mse ashai kwa foul like he did. Another game I saw that he was being fouled like crazy was a game when he went to Barcelona. They were playing against Athletic Bilbao, and I'm sure most people know about this. Ile time walienda akaanza kupiga wase mateke. Hiyo game ilisha vibaya. Walipigana. Seriously. But boy, that game alikuliwa tackles in card. It's crazy. I think people then were not, I don't know, I think they were not ready for such talent. Because the kind of fouls he was receiving, they were just, it's so negative and blunt. Like straight up blunt and negative, as in, ni mse anaendea tu Maradona, aende ball, straight up. Aende ball. And weirdly, sikuwa also akikula red card. Then, no one was getting red carded for such, because if you do that right now, oh my God. Utaenda haraka mbio, home. Enda ukashawe haraka. You know, it's crazy. So, Maradona was just something else. And then he went to Napoli. I think he won 2 UEFA Cups. I also think he won a Serie A title, if I'm not wrong. So man, it's honestly, he was a big deal. He was a big deal, a proper big deal. I think those people who watched him play are as fortunate as we are right now to be watching likes of Messi and Ronaldo, because those guys are just breaking barriers that have, that have existed for years. So I think we should be very excited and consider ourselves fortunate to be able to be watching likes of Messi and Ronaldo. I don't think those talents will be replicated. It will take years. It will take years. Like how long it took Maradona to like how long it took between Maradona and maybe talents like Ronaldo or talents like Messi were just doing crazy things, So yeah, man, that's a king for sure. He has fallen. And I hope, I'm sure he's gonna rest well. 60 sounds a bit young if you ask me, but I mean, tunajua Maradona alikuwa anapenda hizi vitu. Yeah, so I don't know. It's crazy, but I was watching the documentary for that guy and I'm like, wow, I would have loved to watch that guy. Then I saw the World Cup, is it 86 quarter, is it round of 16 ilikuwa quarterfinals against England, the goal he scored. No one has ever done anything similar to that ever in a World Cup. Sijui Carabao Cup, ama UEFA Cup, ama Champions League, in a World Cup, the grandest of stages. And even then I think kulikuwa na European football, but I don't think ilikuwa na hype kaya World Cup. Nah. Yo. Maradona was the real deal, man. He was the real deal. He was the real deal indeed. And of course now, Napoli are saying they're going to be renaming the stadium after him, which is really good to see. And I was seeing, is it Boca Juniors, someone in Club Gani? They had switched off the lights and then they just put on the lights on the Maradona's VIP box. Peke yake. Hiyo picha inakaa vizuri. I think I'll put that picture as the cover photo of today's IGTV, of today's Digest Day, because that was a dope picture. Yeah, I'm sure so many people have lost their loved ones, but this one strikes different, This one strikes different because it touches on so many football fans and of course Maradona's family and his grandchildren and all that stuff. So yeah, I wish them well. I wish them well in this difficult time for them for sure. So this week, of course, we've had European football coming on. We've had the Champions League. Nothing much really to write home about, apart from Liverpool. Yeah, I have seen somewhere that the goalkeeper of Atalanta has tested positive for COVID-19, but that's not something to worry Liverpool, because they were never in contact with him. So yeah, they should not be worried about that. They never came close to him. So what's going worried? Yeah, it's just a meme. I'm kidding. He's not positive or something. But yeah, it just goes to show how Liverpool were far off their mark that day against Atalanta. 2-0 win. No goal at home. Anfield. Unheard of. That's news, to be honest. That's news. So yeah, Atalanta won 2-0 against Liverpool, which is kind of making that group quite interesting and kind of the only thing to write home about in the Champions League. The other one maybe is Real Madrid versus Inter Milan, and Inter Milan again. Vidal. Arturo Vidal, sijui ni akili yake yu ruka kidogo ama ni nini. He just can't control himself. I think toka ende Inter Milan sasa akona ni 2 red cards ama ni 3 in less than a whole season. It's crazy for that guy, but it is what it is. And now it just puts Inter Milan in a whole other situation. Well, they could still go through, which is a hard ask, but they could still go through to the what? They could still go through to the round of 16, the Champions League, but that would be a big if. Because right now they would have to hope that Borussia Mönchengladbach loses the other 2 games that are remaining, because they have 8 points, and Shakhtar also don't win any game. So it's kind of safe to say Inter Milan might not even go to the Europa League this time round. They might not. They have 2 points. And Shakhtar is that, so it's going to be interesting. And they still have to play Shakhtar and Borussia Mönchengladbach. Yeah, so that group is quite interesting. That is Group B, yeah? It's going to be interesting, that one, for sure. Then we have Group H, where Man U, of course, are now through. This is kind of crazy. Kind of hard to say this, because I was one of the first guys to say Man United hakuna mahali wanaenda. I was so freaking sure these dudes are going to get knocked out of this group. Siku wanaona venye Man United wanaweza piga Leipzig. Ati waende wapige qualify Leipzig wakiwa wapi? Qualify PSG wakiwa wapi? No way, man. Way. Yo, I just have to eat a humble pie here and say that Man United are actually going through to the round of 16 of the Champions League. I never thought I would bring myself to say that, but it is what it is. And that group is still interesting because United have 9 points. Then at second place, we have PSG won 1-0 against Leipzig. They have 6 points. And Leipzig also have 6 points. 2 games to go. So Leipzig na PSG wako na kazi hapo. Juu mmoja wao anaenda Europa, or rather anakuja Europa. That is Group H. Another interesting group is Group D, where, like I said, Liverpool are in the same group with Atalanta and Ajax. Liverpool have 9 points, Ajax have 7 points, and Atalanta have 7 points. 2 games to go. So one of Ajax and Atalanta will definitely be going down to the Europa League. That is for sure. Speaking of Europa League, Thursday night football. Of course, there was Thursday night football. Yesterday, my team was in action. We were playing against Molde, and we won that game 3-0. I would say I was excited about our performance, especially in the second half. First half, not so much. Second half, I was okay with it. I liked it. I think it was good. I would say it was amazing. Zuhum says I should not put the word amazing and fantastic in anywhere where I'm describing that game yesterday. All right, bro. Okay. I would say that game was good. I enjoyed the second half, to be honest. I mean, 3 goals. We enjoyed the second half. We were the better team the second half. We were threatening. We were clinical. We scored 3 goals. I can't remember the last time we scored 3 goals. And I know it's just Molde, but you gotta take what you beat. Ukiweka Molde sasa utasema hawa sitapigana na wao wako chini sana. Anataka kupigana na timu kubwa. Utapiga. Then you move on to the other big guys, hoping that you'll bank on your performance in this game to be a bit consistent, because that's the only thing we don't have right now. Consistency. Europa League tunacheza vizuri, of course the opposition is less strong. Tukienda Premier League ni upuzi tu. Yeah? And of course, like yesterday, a man like Pepe was given a chance after the howlers he did over the weekend, and boy did he take it. He was threatening, he was good, he was always trying to carve it in that top corner. Always. And he finally got it, and it was a fantastic goal. I absolutely enjoyed it. Joe Willock had a heck of a game, setting up Reece Nelson for the second goal, and then Balogun. Lakini Balogun mazi anafaa tu succeed at Arsenal. Anafaa succeed bana. Sisi tunaitwa Gunners na tuko na Balogun. Can you imagine vile tutatumia hiyo kitu? Balogun, the gun. Balogun. I absolutely love Balogun, by the way. He's the only player I was looking forward to seeing yesterday besides Emil Smith-Rowe. I was looking forward to seeing Balogun, and then for him to come in and score. I loved it. The one player who I didn't love from what he did yesterday is Lacazette. There's nothing to write home about him. I kind of even feel like we're kind of starting to integrate likes of Balogun into the squad. Joe, maybe Lacazette kidogo anaweza pigwa the boot, anaweza pigwa out, maybe January ama summer transfer. I kind of don't feel Lacazette is going to be at Arsenal for long, to be honest. I'll be surprised. But that being said, I still want him to score. Because of course, if he scores, Arsenal scores, and we get some more goals. So, yeah, maybe he might not have a future here, but I'm tired of bashing him, Maze. I just want him to start scoring again. Let's him just start scoring again. I'm tired. And the beauty about what I love about Europa League right now, because of course the opposition are not that difficult, is that you can use that. The players can use that to sharpen up their gameplay, their skills, and stuff like that. Like Pepe, we know Pepe is not going to be featuring in the next 3 Premier League games, so he should use the Europa League games to sharpen himself up. I know the opposition is not the same, but it's still the same guy and still learning something from this game, so he can apply what he's learning there in the Premier League, and I think that's okay. Guys like Smith-Rowe, you start getting a bit more game time. Try to make use of it. Balogun, try to make use of it, because I'm sure now they're going to be getting more game time because they are through already, and we have 2 games to go. So you might be seeing more of Reece Nelson. He was terrific yesterday. Balogun, maybe you'll see more of him in the coming days, in the coming 2 games. Edin Ketia, the likes, Emil Smith-Rowe, Cedric, all these guys, Mustafi, they can use that to sharpen up and be ready for when Europa League inaanza kwa nzito. Because Europa League hata yazangi kwa nzito round of 32. Europa League inaanza kwa nzito round of 16. Round of 16 sasa hapo inakuwa na maremba. You cannot even tell it's Europa League, because if you meet a game, hypothetically, if you meet, of course these guys will have left the Champions League group stages, but if you come across a game between Arsenal and Tottenham, ama Arsenal and AS Roma, ama Arsenal and Inter Milan, that's a big game. You would not really say that a Europa League game. You'd actually have to check twice. Kawe sims wa ball sana unaweza fikiri, oh, ni Europa. I thought Champions League, because Europa League is starting to be something huge, and there's starting to be some very interesting and tight matches there. So it's nice to see. Honestly, it's nice to see. So it is what it is. Now we hope we're gonna take that consistency back to the Premier League, because that's where we always fall flat when we need to, and when we should not fall flat. And of course, we had the news that fans are going to be getting back to the stadium. We're going to be seeing fans coming back. Actually, Arsenal is going to be the first team to welcome fans back. The Europa League game next week, we're going to be having some fans coming back for that game. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. And then of course, watu wataanza kurudi pole. These are Tier 1 clubs, Tier 1 stadiums. Zinizo zinaruhusu mafans peke yake warudi. Hao wengine kando kwanza, relax. Uone venye inapeningi. Or you have your stadium taken to Tier 1 and not Tier 2. All right? So it's going to be interesting. Fans are coming back. We can't ask for more, can we? That's what it is. So don't forget, tonight, Matchweek Digest is going to be mad fun from 8 p.m. alongside Karo Commander and Samra. Alright, if all goes well, that should be the duo that's going to be taking over our Instagram tonight. Okay, Matchweek Digest giving our preview or giving their preview and analysis of Matchweek 10 Premier League matches. So, have a good weekend and a good Friday. Don't forget, as always, to take care.